Gentleman from Maryland.
I do believe that we should adopt this measure. I also believe that the House should reconvene to conduct the other business before the House. And with that, I yield to the gentleman from California, Mr. Waxman.
Thank you very much for yielding. I certainly won't object to this unanimous consent request, but I do want to point out that we here in Washington ought to be doing our job. We have our nation's urgent priorities. We need to increase jobs, strengthen our economy, prevent the fiscal cliff, protect Medicare from cuts, address our long-term debt. We should be fighting for the middle class, not preserving tax breaks for oil companies and millionaires. We are out of session for this campaign in the earliest time ever. And for that reason, I will not object and yield back my time.
Mr. Speaker, I withdraw my reservation.
Gentleman with his reservation. Gentleman from California.
I ask unanimous consent to address the House for 1 minute on the national priorities we're neglecting, including middle-class tax cuts, responsible deficit reduction, the Violence Against Women's Act, veteran benefits, and protecting Medicare.
Recognition of members for such requests is within the discretion of the chair. The House is limiting its debate today to the matters before the House, and such a request is not in order at this time. Parliamentary inquiry. State your inquiry.
During pro forma session, can the chair entertain legislative business? Because I have further parliamentary inquiry. If we can take up legislation to create jobs and avoid the fiscal cliff, since we're taking up other items, I would like to know whether we could do business in the House of Representatives to address the priorities in this nation. People want jobs. People want the deficit reduced.
Does the gentleman have a specific parliamentary inquiry?
My specific request is whether during a pro forma session can the chair entertain legislative business.
The gentleman is asking a question regarding matter of scheduling and not a question regarding the rules of the House. And the House is in session today to consider the business brought before it by the gentleman from California. And pursuant to Section 3B of House Resolution 788, the House stands adjourned until 10 a.m. on Tuesday, October 2nd, 2012.